All right, Ben, welcome back to The Devil in Detail, the Grendel Reread podcast. I'm Eli.
And I'm also Ben, and this is episode 146. It's the third issue of Devil May Care. It's my favorite Grendel comic book maybe ever. It's very good. Eli, where's the cosmic lion rocket blasting off to now?
Oh, thank you for inquiring about our flight plan, Ben. The Cosmic Lion rocket ship is hurtling towards IC3 Providence, coming up in September. Tons more coming, tons more books dropping, new books available in your local comic book shop. And we're gearing up for books to be at your local bookstore of all types, sizes, shapes, and other things. So Cosmic Lion is hurtling towards space. We're so excited, as always. The newest book online, I believe, is Super Fighter Boy, one of our new mangas, which will also be available at all the cons. And Damu, written by Mike Wayans with art by Raymar Brunson, colors by Christian Mizimo, letters by Kayla, edited by Diana. One of our first big, full team books. So cool. That is also awesome. It's a vampire revenge story.
Nice.
So that is going to be super amazing. I super can't wait for that. We got Kickstarters coming up. Ben, I think, is involved in a few of the new Ghost Agents projects, which I'm excited to work with you, as well as Lion Cosmique #3 is completed and heading to the printer very, very soon. So Cosmic Lion Productions just never stopping, as the pop star always says. Gosh, Ben, what are you up to, dude?
I'm reading. I'm making comics. I'm almost done with my Ghost Agents pages. There's 5 of those, and then I've got nothing but Pictomancer in queue here on out.
Sweet.
So that's exciting because I have the third installment of that is in Lion Cosmique. They'll get into 28 pages in print, and then I think by the time the 4th one comes out, it will be another 10 plus pages. I don't remember what the conversation was, but it will be a large amount of pages in the first 4 issues of that, and then that's more or less. I might have enough. I really have enough material for 5.5, but they're not all finished. So so I finally get to think about that project again. I finished It's Superman by Tom DeHaven.
Yeah.
It takes Metropolis and just makes it New York City, and it's very the setting, the time and the place, the cultural setting sort of amplifies the character work on Lois, Clark, Luther, and Jimmy Olsen, and it's it was good. It was good, but not great. I liked it.
Got it. Nice.
That's
cool.
It for me.
That's it for you? Oh, man. Exciting, Ben. As always, I'm excited to be working with you, and I'm excited for us all to get into this next issue, your favorite issue. This week's letters column features a listener of the cast. We're excited about that. And then let's get into it, Ben. Let's take it to the intro.
Let's go.
When the body's ready to go. Fast, maybe slow. Yeah. Vivat Grendel.
It's like the devil is my best friend. On the rose with the pen to the fork end, or till time end. Like Orion, Jupiter, my kin, bloodline private. We control the whole shit. The wolf won't beef, then we feast off the rip. Behold the devil in detail. Behold the devil in detail.
Alrighty, we are back. The Devil in Detail, Devil May Care, 3 of 6. Let's get into it, Ben. What an amazing issue with this great cover.
Yeah, I love it's not a panel, but the panel looks just like it.
It looks very close, yeah.
Obviously the red toothpick part coming down the eye is very cool.
Yeah, and it's I think maybe at this time the Ultimate Warriors are like big in
Oh yeah,
wrestling, and there's like a little bit of that type of biker WWF feel with these guys, and
I was way off.
we see some definite more costumed action in this one than we've seen. All right, you want to get into the
yeah, but the costuming is funny because if you're not a Grendel, you're just in like t-shirts and jeans and keds and
yeah,
or like that
you
one
have,
guy
like,
he's got a t-shirt, but he's also got like a knife strapped to his ribs.
oh my god, I didn't see that. Yeah, this world is populated awesomely, and like I don't know, you'll see on this first page here too. Well, let's get into this first. Your recap, Ben.
I'll get to read it. This is book 3. No title, just book 3.
Mm-hmm.
Albert's mom, Dana, has fallen in love with Hack, the Grendel chief, and that means trouble for everyone, especially the two lovers. Oh. Dana's been up against the Grendels her entire life and has been fighting to keep Albert out of them, while Hack can't appear to be losing his grip on the leadership for even a second, or the Grendels will destroy the town. Oh, man. That's terrible. Though Hack and Dana wanted to keep their affair a secret, Albert already knows, and it won't be long before everyone else does too. It's just like it could be like the best like Western movie imaginable. It doesn't need to be Grendel. It's just so good.
Absolutely. Oh,
this first page,
and
that was it. That was it.
Sorry.
My thought when I read this first page was that the last panel looks like something you'd see on stage, like you're sitting in a theater watching this play out.
Yeah. Again, in the second panel here too, I was talking about this guy he's got the Grendel logo tattoos that look a lot like the guy,
the Ultimate Warrior. Hawk and the Road.
No, was his
Warriors,
name Albert or something like that? No, not Albert. Come on, this is kid's name's Albert. The guy who was the psychic for the Grendel Con and stuff like that. Didn't he have those same like tattoos on his face?
Oh shit. That wasn't it wasn't bionic. I think he was from like a psychic clan or tradition or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I think that's in play. That's fair enough.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
All right. So Albert here.
All
right. Albert here, man, he just looks like a real dick. And his dirt stash just really paints the picture of like his age and who he is. And
it's funny because he's so expressive that sometimes like he looks probably older than he really is. And so there's a bunch of times where like my only complaint is that I wish he'd look more like he was 16, like maybe scrawnier or a little bit more like he's so like he's too much. I don't know. It's like he's got the unibrow and the sunken eyes and the dirt stash and the hair. Like it's like a lot going on.
It's like they really cast like a 28-year-old to play a 16-year-old in the movie.
Right. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. It looks it's one of those things. Otherwise, it's perfect.
Yeah. Really, really good. And we continue here. Albert's just like making trouble. He's like being a dick. He's kind of always outwardly shitty to people. And he's like, what the fuck, dude? Nothing impressed you. What are you even doing? He's like, shut the fuck up. I'd be a piece of shit, whatever. And then now we find out that since the last issue, everybody's found out about, Hack and his mom. And so,
like 3 weeks have passed. Like it's going on a bunch of times every night for weeks.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, she's, and and the legend is growing. The story is growing. Oh, she's probably working her way through the whole staff there. And, we're going to be next. And he's there's a
bunch of times in this issue where it becomes really clear like how dire things are for the clan, because like these 6 idiots are like the next crop of potential recruits.
Yeah.
And, like that's all they got. It's like these are this is the group of people that's hanging around thinking that these guys are cool.
Oh, and you're saying this is the guy that has the like cop sash but with a knife like attached to it.
Yeah, right. It's like very Mad Max. This is Malka showing up just as he's getting his ass kicked to further humiliate him.
I challenge you to a race. He's like, what? Me? Little old me? Why? And he's like, do you decline?
Yeah, he's got to do it.
Yeah, he's got to. And he just, it's kind of like, man, I feel like I've seen it in like a movie or something, like a medieval movie. They just get a little squire and they just smash a helmet on him, give him a thing, a lance, throw him up on a horse. And he's like, what's going on? He's like,
Yeah.
you know, like they kind of just set him up and, you know, throw him on a thing. And he's like, has no idea how to even ride a horse, let alone a motor scooter.
I love the second panel where it's just his head floating borderless,
Yeah.
getting cropped off by the bottom. Really, like everything's cooler. The fourth panel, the way the background kind of fades away, like super, super photographic. And Loogie's like, hey, this is a bad idea. He goes, Hack's like, come on, it's a great idea. Come on, it'll be fun.
Yeah. What can it do? He's like, you're going to embarrass them both. Oh, you know what I was thinking too? You said the face floating. It kind of goes back to last week when you were talking about like how they use that motif of just like the white background to show like surprise or show like, you know, a character coming out of their situation for a moment to be like, what the fuck?
You know where you'll see that all the time is in Calvin and Hobbes. There's all these strips where the entire thing is a fantasy, and then the punchline in the last two is like it goes from full color, super chaotic fantasy to like just no background, no border, living in the gutter. It's very
Cool.
effective to do exactly that.
Nice.
All right, great.
Yeah, so Malka does just what we said, embarrasses him, knocks him off, hog ties him, and starts pulling him around. Destruction, you know, and she brings him up and she like hangs him out and he's like, oh my God. Everybody's laughing at him, embarrassing him. I guess he's not going to be a Grendel.
I like this guy with the D battery bionically welded into his head in the last panel.
Yeah.
He looks really, that's a really cool design. There's so many, you know, this second tier is really great where it looks like the first panel and the fifth panel of that tier are the same size. And then it looks like it's fifth notes and then eighth note.
Yeah.
I don't know, fifths and sevenths, you know, something like that. Okay, great.
Little staccato motion there.
Yeah, there's it's so many places where you know, my thought was like when I read this book, I was familiar with Mobius and Tintin, but I don't really think I knew anything else about like European comics. I still don't know like a ton about like bande dessinée, but like this, when I saw something like this, or I'm sure when I read this, I was like, what? I knew heavy metal. That's not true. It was like this is why is it different from American comics? Like, well, this tier demonstrates why. Like everything about this is what you'd never get in like a mainstream book that I grew up reading.
Yeah, it really hit us both pretty strong. I feel like clearly, like in a way that at the time, maybe, I mean, for sure for me that I couldn't put my finger on, and it's because of this amazing storytelling and the melodrama of the relationship and everything like that. It's just really, really great.
Yeah,
and
it's almost a perfectly engineered triangle of danger.
Yeah. And here's another side of the trial right here where we flash to a old farm silo or a refinery where evil always goes down. There's a table in a wrecked room. And
what he does with the planes that are in silhouette in the first and second panels is really strong. Very, very good sense of depth, just with like the way that the foregrounds and the backgrounds are differentiated.
To like let us know that we're here at a secret meeting, you know that. Like,
well, I mean, like if you look at that first panel, there's a layer, there's a plane of buildings way further in the back, and they're not in silhouette.
True.
Like they're not lying in the shadow of something. So it sounds like very effective. Very light source in the second panel.
Yeah, and so here's Loogie and crew plotting to take down Hack for his obvious. He's losing his cool, his heat. He's losing his power, his control over the clan. He's in love, and it's making him soft. and we are gonna take over.
My thought when I read this sequence was like on the next page, there's hey, Samson pooped in the potty.
Yay! Hooray!
Sorry about that.
That's
Big
all right.
boy. All right. So like the next page, there's a reveal of the guys cheering. And the first panel is so subtle. Yeah, there it is. It's like, it cuts to behind them, and you see like 6 guys behind Louis. But you can sort of see them. I mean, they are established here. But when I read it, I was reading it like, it's like, I wish that it was a reveal of how many guys are like those. That was my thought, but I guess it's that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it does seem like when they're saying Vivat Grendel that there's more people there than were established.
Well,
but
they're already. I guess what I'm saying is like, no, what I'm saying is like, I kind of wish they weren't established so that I could like, you could. Is he talking to one guy or 2 guys? But it's like it's basically a room full of guys.
I see what you're saying.
Anyway,
so tomorrow they're gonna
There's
do it.
Dana.
They'll announce that we're taking over, and Lugi is the new Khan. Lugi Khan. That really has a ring to it, don't you think?
Con Lugi.
Khan Lugi. And what about how
This is
you see his hand in front of
the
in
patch,
front of
the lettering patch.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
The greatest formal device in comics. I love this. I love the coloring in this purple sequence. Like this is, I almost was like props to Matt Hollingsworth, but it's just this one guy who's painting the whole thing. It looks so good.
Yeah, but it's really cool because each time the scene, the location and the scene changes, there's like a drastic color change. And look, we see 3 locations on this one spread, which is not something that's done a lot. And look how differently each one is set up. This dirty, gritty, dingy brown, the like light blues of a hospital, a clean space, a helpful space, and then back to her home, which is like mired in kind of like anger and deceit.
Yeah, it's funny. When he's sort of not dressing her down, but when he's sort of like putting it together, I'm like, oh yeah, because they're up all night, rock and roll. And then in this last panel, you realize that, her mind is on Albert and like that problem still hasn't gone away and all that stuff. Oh man. Really
It's
good.
interesting too. Like she puts on her jacket, and her jacket is like the kind of earth tones of the home. And so that
that's
kind of like
cool.
signifies the transition. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This like dusky light coming through the window is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Man, this is a great sequence. Cool. All right, what's next? Where's Albert?
I know. All right. So
it's just cuts to him in bed, right? Who
Yeah,
cares?
exactly.
He's not here. Come on over.
Yeah, come on over. And so here's where they're starting to like kind of discuss each of them too. Their lives are being, they're incurring situations in their lives where they can't do their life to their best ability because of their relationship. They're both tired.
They can choose between their relationship or their responsibilities.
Right. And so, at the top of the second page, they decide to end it, and they go outside and they say goodbye and they kiss, and then they kiss a little more, and then they kiss a little more, and then they're right back where we got them, where we found them, and they go at it again.
Paul Galassi. Can you go back one page real quick? Because the one where he kisses him is, look at the diagonal line between his head and the last 3 panels. Like it's like the whole thing is so clearly like animated.
Right.
Using that composition. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
That's really good. Yeah. Another really great thing, light and dark, and then they're back in, and then at the end, they're kind of like, hey, forget about it. We can do whatever we want. We're fucking adults and we love each other, and we should be able to do this and our lives, and let's make it work. I'm out of here. And now, one thing we forgot to say before about the plot that Lugi and crew are saying is that we're going to follow him. We're going to set up along the road. We're going to be ready for him next time he leaves, for wherever he's going. And so he gets ready and he leaves here, and we can see that, Albert is number one, looking and noticing and seeing, but then more is to come. as Hack leaves and takes off. We're here in these dark blues of the night, and there's movement in the shadows.
I love the way that the second panel, the high angle wide, breaks up the rhythm. It's like super effective. And then that panel where of his face having the realization is wild.
That's kind of like
contrasty shit.
Definitely. And that's like some of the Western shit too, you know, and in those Westerns when you're about to have a shoot off, what is it called? A square up, you know,
A showdown.
A showdown. And, you know, in the OK Corral, you always go up to that high angle shot when he steps in, and then you immediately cut to the low angle shot of the foot. You know, so it's like there's definitely there's like a Western feel to this, like you said, which is so cool. And then he takes this corner, and then we get all the masked bikers kind of like starting up and going, and it's like road rash has begun. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is the road rash, man. This guy's like, yeah, we were afraid, we thought you might say it, and he just shoots him in the head.
Dude,
shoots this other guy. It's like, you know, if we were doubting Hack's ability to take care of himself, this sequence puts that to rest.
And they're even like, we do have to be careful because in his day he was a champion, and you know, he shoots him right in this helmet, which seems to be made of like porcelain or something, as it like shatters and flies off of him. Really, I love that bloop. I love that panel 5 there. And this is the cover shot too, like you were talking about, panel 2 on the second page.
Oh yeah, it's like it's from a different angle.
Yeah, exactly. But it's really cool. Like you rarely see that.
It's a specific moment, you know.
Yeah, really cool. And so Hack takes off here, you know, and he's running over people. He is getting punched. He's blamming people. You know, he's catching up people, getting off his bike here in the top things, shooting them in the heads. Like he is just, and these are all his friends, you know, seemingly.
They were guys that worked for him, at least.
Yeah.
The third panel on the top tier on the right, where he runs the guy down and he flies over the hood of his car.
Yes,
his motorcycle.
So good, man.
Yeah. Again, it's a place where like he's really tight and small, but he knows that he very frequently has a super wide camera. So all the spatial relationships are very, very clear. And he'll go, you know, extra wide here twice in one tier.
Yeah, and it feels like he gives you like I don't know, like, you know, instead of like giving us the 2 and the 4, which are kind of like the main beats of the action, he's kind of giving us the like 1 and the 3, a little bit of the offbeat. So it's not, I feel like it feels like not the main action, but like, you know, right after those main actions to kind of that we can fill in with our brains. It's awesome.
In panel 1, there's 3 motorcycles getting away and 1 guy running away on foot. That's the guy.
Yeah, that's the guy he runs over. Boom, boom.
So it's like very like, you know, they're establishing this one. The second tier, it's the camera's like very, very wide. There's like a lot of stuff going on as he shoots the guy off of his bike, and then it blows the fuck up.
He shoots the
excellent,
gas.
Excellent violence.
And the colors here on this, oh my god, it's so awesome.
Wow.
This explosion.
Everything you said already about the scene changes. Yeah, here's Loogie. He's wearing this
well, and he wore a mask, which lacks already, you know?
Yeah.
Not to call out maybe any members of a certain group who marched into DC recently. Cowards wear masks when they do these things, you know.
Antifa cowards.
No, Ben.
No, they weren't. You could have fooled me. Yeah, it's almost the exact same style. My thought here, the colors on the first panel are so good.
Yeah.
Really, when he nails them by their hair, and he got the other guy. The other guy must have been. He got it. Got him between.
That's the guy he shot in the leg at the hospital. Yeah, he went back for his trophies, and it's like, anybody else got anything to say? Yeah, I think so. He's like, if anybody else got anything to say, well, take it up with the former heads of state.
Yuck.
And he kind of he lays it out, and he's like,
yep. Well, they probably took all the best guys. They probably
Yeah.
aren't. The clan is now.
Yeah, that was
It
like
was a- it
one
was-
or that was like 2 through 10 maybe.
Now they got to recruit Albert and his buddies. Now they got
Yeah,
no
that's
choice.
right. Now the second heat moves up to the first heat because that was probably the whole first heat or whatever. I don't know. Was
Yeah.
Malka in there? I don't know. We don't know that yet.
Hard to say. I mean, no one that we know is here. They're all these schmucks, face tattooed
Mhm.
schmucks.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Richard Starkings at one of his most dynamic pages.
Smash, crash, shatter, bam, stop. Albert. And so she pulls a gun because again, she doesn't know who's here.
This is the second or third time this has happened. This has happened to every issue so far. That she
I think
pulls
so.
a gun on him in the kitchen.
Well, because it seems like every time he comes in, he's just like all fucked up and he's pulling shit out of the kitchen and smashing it on the ground. And they get into it here. And this is another one of those pages where we were talking about his dirt stash, his unibrow, the hair, the curling lips. Like you just paint Albert as like maybe he was a cute kid and now he's like just ugly even to his mom. And she's like, oh God. Like, how did I where's the love that I once had for this?
Yeah,
sniveling?
I mean, it looks like he's like 24. I just kind of wish he was like 17.
Yeah.
In a way, because he's aged up by all his anger and hatred.
Yeah.
He tells her everything. He's like, everyone knows that you guys
Yeah.
are fucking, and then they did this to me. She goes, oh, I didn't know about that. So he tells her about how they kicked his ass.
Yeah.
And like
I'll
maybe
never
it was a
be.
mistake, and she's absolutely responsible for that.
Yeah. She's like, well, maybe like they did it by mistake. And it's like, what? Absolutely not. I'll
Crazy?
never be a Grendel. I don't want to be a Grendel, and I'm going to make sure that no one else is ever going to be a Grendel or something.
He's
He's
gonna
like,
destroy it all. Yeah, he's like, there's no place I belong, so I'm gonna destroy everything. He's like,
Yeah.
you'll destroy yourself. He goes, that'll be all right too. Woo!
Yeah. Oh
What an
boy.
issue. It's
To
crazy.
be continued. Whew, Ben, what a rip roaring ride, man.
This is the best one.
We went through that quick, but it's because
yeah.
it's so fast paced.
It's super lean, and like the story, it's a really, really great balance between the pictures telling the story and the acting and the dialogue.
Yeah.
It's like there's never, there was a moment in the first one where there was that awkward transition when they throw Albert out for the first time, and like, oh, there's some collapse time in this moment. But this issue is so, I feel like there hasn't been a single moment that has any kind of confusion about. It's not just the realism of the artwork, but just like the staging of what's supposed to be happening and what the meanings of the transitions from moment, like when you say, oh, her jacket's earth tone and she leaves the hospital and she's back in her house.
Yeah.
It's magnificent. It's so tight.
Absolutely,
It's so it's like a Greek tragedy kind of thing.
Yes, dude. Such a good read. And you're so engrossed in this world and these characters. Like again, it's like I want to just dive in more and experience this life. This would be such a cool holodeck program to run and be part of or something like that. There's so many different corners of this world to be in, to see a race and to be at that bar and to
I'm sure within your lifetime you'll be able to experience totally customizable AI cinematic immersion experiences, and you'll be an old man reliving this issue. In a VR suit.
I mean, you don't want AI taking the stuff, but like the opportunity to like speed all
this
whole run
down the road,
right when it's able to be controlled. Yeah, sure. Well, there is a good view here recommended by Matt, and that is Ninja Scroll.
Oh boy, Rintaro.
Yes. And just for all you viewers out there, it is available for rental at Blockbuster or Hollywood video stores.
All over the goddamn internet.
Yeah, it is.
This is the director that did oh geez, what's it called? The Metropolis, the Tezuka Metropolis movie in like the late 90s. And then he also did another Tezuka piece in like 1987, and it's an adaptation of one of the chapters of Phoenix, like an isolation era picture, and
Interesting.
that was very good. And then Phoenix is also getting reissued in deluxe editions in next year.
Well,
And it's
okay.
Phoenix has been out of print for quite some time. So there you go.
I did not know that. Very cool.
There you go.
Look at that. All right, so on the next
All right,
page,
where's
we
where's
have some
Dan
fun
Mall?
stuff. Yeah, we get Dan Mall's
there
got a
he
letter
is.
here on the next page. It's not him in the costume here, but Dan Mall asked a few questions. You know, I like when they have them numbered and stuff. When can we expect an Argent or Grendel Prime statue? What are you laughing at?
Yeah, I also like when the questions are numbered.
Isn't
It's
it
very
nice?
orderly. And Di can
Grendel
just
Prime
say
figurine,
one,
yeah,
no, two, next.
love it. I love that. And this is a funny one. When can Matt and Diana, could you persuade Simon Bisley to paint a Grendel Prime story, not just the cover? Think of Carnage. And Diana says, Simon, Simon, flutter goes Diana's heart. Okay. He's awfully busy these days with his own creations, from what I understand. So that's very funny. And then it's cool. Let's see. Rob writes on here. He says, yo, Diana, Vivat Grendel, happy Halloween. Onward through the fog. And she says, cool costume, Rob, but how come you didn't invite Matt and me to the party? Matt and me. Yeah.
Nice tux.
Yeah. He looks good. We get some other good letters here, but nothing to write home about. A little letter, but we have some good ads coming up here. So the classic, we've been getting this ad every issue here.
Yeah.
Bowen, brass knuckles, weapon pin that can also be used to dismember your enemies. But yeah, this is very cool. And someone said that this isn't this ad.
No, yeah, the Sin City one.
Oh,
sorry. Pardon me.
All good.
Continue with the Grendel.
Well, sorry, someone in the Grendel group did say, "Oh, this is like our friend. It's not Randy Bowen." But someone tagged him in the Grendel group. So if you're here, what up? Yeah, this is cool, right? That yellow bastard, Frank Miller. I thought this was a very cool ad coming from Legend.
Yeah, I think that was the first Sin City book that I think maybe the first book I ever, the first like one that I got in floppy, because it was noir. Like when it came out, and I was a boy, I thought I was like, oh, it's like, is this 25 years old? You know, whatever. Is this 35 years old?
Right.
And then it was one of those things where like it came out just like maybe a year before I was like aware of what was going on. And so it had this like mythic status. You know, it's at its height of popularity.
Right. It was in Wizard like nonstop. And yeah.
Well, it's like when I was a boy, I thought Frank Miller was like a 70-year-old man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he'd been around forever, kind of thing. Like a staple.
He was like 40. He was like my age, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jeez. So, all right, great.
It's a good one. And then it's interesting here, you know, we have this Grendel ad here, which is kind of like the checklist of all the stuff that's coming up or that has happened. 4 Devils, 1 Hell, Devil's Hammer, Devil in our Midst, Homecoming, Devil's Choices, and 4 Devils, 1 Hell.
Very organized.
And then also it's the same thing here kind of for Concrete, which is interesting because
cool.
Concrete has a new series is back. Yes, I got the first issue. Really well done. Beautiful comic. Yeah, definitely worth picking up at your local comic book shop. So that's
a
sweet.
book where I'd like to read all of it once my run is complete, but I've got about 17% of that run. So it's a huge stack of comics. I'm like, oh, I need more before I can read this.
Yeah, I've definitely only scratched the concrete surface of Concrete, but it's a really beautiful book.
Probably around this time. Oh geez, what's it called? It's like a journey to the center of the earth type title. And Concrete's not in it, but it does have all this like Paul Chadwick ecology and flora and fauna and like scientific drawing. And it's a 4-issue like H.G. Wells kind of story. It was very cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm really finding more appreciation for Paul Chadwick. This is interesting too. On the finish line here, we have an article from Bob Schreck and a drawing of Bob Schreck by Joe Matt.
By Joe, very nice.
Super cool.
Big bad Bob Schreck.
Yeah,
that's nice.
So this is really cool, calling out a bunch of creators, and he talks about Frank Miller and Arthur Adams and Mike Allred, Bruce Timm, all these great Guys,
Cool.
new books coming out, and of course, the 1996 Fan Awards. Always great. Always a fun book. Fun, Ben.
You want to
We
let's
did
look
it.
up those fan awards. I want to see who won those.
Who won
wins
the
the
20 the all right, let's see. Who won the 19 Comics Buyer's Guide? 1996's favorite
people.
editor was a tie between Mark
Yeah.
Grunwald and Dennis O'Neil.
Wow.
Favorite
Robbed.
writer in 96, Mark Waid.
Mark Waid.
In
What's that?
95 it was
Impulse. I read that book.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's,
In
that's a good
95
book.
it was Carl Barks, and in 97 it was Kurt Busiek.
Carl Barks won Best Writer in 95
That's right.
for The Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck.
I don't know. It doesn't say what
must
they
have
wanted
been.
for it. Yeah.
That's so okay. Good. Okay, good.
Favorite artist in penciler in 96, John Byrne, who's back in the news
Yeah,
for being a dong.
What are my other
kidding.
options?
During that time, or other things?
Do they show you who's nominated?
No, it doesn't. It
It's
just
a
shows.
vote-in. It's a
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So who's next?
Favorite inker, 96, Terry Austin. Favorite letterer,
Wow.
Richard Starkings of Comic Craft, of course.
Hey, all right.
There we go. Favorite colorist.
A Grendler.
He is a Grendler. Gregory Wright.
Okay,
Favorite
there
comic
it
book
is.
of 96, Astro City.
Wow. I read
It's a
that
good
book.
book. Great book. In 96, the best favorite original graphic novel or album goes to Batman Captain America crossover. That's cool.
I didn't know that
reprint?
existed.
Yeah, dude, it's really good. It's very well done.
It's
Astro
from
City
96.
Oh, it's from 96, yeah.
All right, good. All right, Astro City
won
That's good.
again for favorite reprint.
Oh, wow.
Favorite limited series in 96, Kingdom Come. Thy work be done. And then favorite painter, seemingly created for Alex Ross, as he won it from 94 to 2000. 93 was Joe Jusko, 92 was Joe Jusko, and 91 Simon Bisley.
There you go.
Favorite character of 96. Who do you guess?
96.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, he
1996.
also won 85, 86, 87, 88, 93, 94, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005.
Honestly,
There's only two of these, pretty much. There's only two people.
It's either Wolverine or Batman, but I bet it's Batman.
Guess what? Wolverine only won twice in 82 and
What?
84. Yeah, that's like the Frank Miller era, probably. 93 or 83, Ben. Batman, Cerebus, and Reuben Flagg tied.
What?
But yeah,
That's
but 80.
crazy.
But the other one is Spider-Man, and it's like back and forth between Spider-Man and Batman pretty much every year, except for 1995 when Huey, Dewey, and Louie won. That was a big year for Karl Marx.
This must be because of that book. Okay, great. Spider-Man. All right. What was Spider-Man?
Actually, it
doing
was
in
Batman.
96?
It was Batman in 96.
Okay. 96.
Was that Nightfall Batman?
It might be the earthquake one. It might.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be. It might be. It would have won if it was Long Halloween.
Oh, maybe.
That might be a year before or after.
Yeah. All right. Favorite cover artist, Alex Ross again. Favorite comic book story, Kingdom Come. Yeah, not a lot of variation in this shit.
Okay.
That's because the fans just write in their favorite things and I don't know.
It just blew people's minds that hard.
Yeah. Batman
right.
and Astro City.
Yeah, it's the same thing. All right. Great. Well, great job, DC Comics. The fans have spoken.
What a fun walk down memory lane, Ben. And until next week, Vivat Grendel.
Won't you keep on grembling with us again?